Trucks that's basically unkillable, the Pantheon that can get backline access and impact side lanes, as well as the Nico Pop Blossom engage angles, does feel pretty good. I just don't see how you get to a point where that scaling really comes on at all. So maybe like they forgot to kind of look behind and check. You know when you have like a cat or a dog following you, or you're walking with somebody but they're kind of on their phone, you kind of look over your shoulder to make sure that they're not going to miss the turn because you're kind of leading them to the restaurant or whatever. You gotta look back and make sure they're still there.
I used to have to do it every time I stepped up from my computer.
Because he's going to try to start these grubs up with some support from his top laner, has Prio.
Oh,
close.
It's going to be perfect. It locks it down, so KT will at least be able to get two of these. That one gets impatient, and so it might be KT being able to lock down all of them as Sponge. There's the public execution for perfect, and down goes Sponge. That's going to be a free 3 grubs and a kill to boot.
Gotta flash those. If you are CC'd by anything, it doesn't matter who you are, even Aatrox, you're dead. Yeah, among ship's composition, if there are multiple members there, because everybody gotta flash
this was actually just Sponge getting caught by a seismic shove. Oh dear, speaking about getting caught, OPLoLReplay going to wish he had an extra chain in that anchor line there, and is just gonna die.
Okay, yeah, just a link too short.
Here at 11.5 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I think this is just going to be a free dragon here off of that exchange in the mid lane. Amy can shove this one extra wave in. Taeyeon probably could actually go get some of that, but at the end of the day, free dragon, early stages of the game when death timers aren't that long, can be a bit of an issue, so something to keep in mind here with this game state. Realm Warp, speaking of.
Yeah, how does KT get out of this? Well, maybe they just definitely don't. That's a decent way to do it, though, as Polo has the depth charge, but still, he is very, very dead. Cuz is making his way over, and BDD is there, but I just don't think they're going to be able to help, as this turret very, very low. Now the Weaver's Wall comes in. There's a Pop Blossom setup. They do find just Cuz. Seismic Shove, though, throws him into the wall, and BDD is throwing so many rocks. Still he has to flash away, and Cuz is dead. And the Arc of Ruin is almost the ruination of aiming there.
2,500 Goldie, but where it is the issue.
Oh, there's a hook connecting onto Scout as BDD finishes his quest mid-battle. It's a bit cute. But not too much else is going to come of it. Scout still holding onto his flash. One item. That's good.
Aiming has control word advantage. Oh no, he has control word as well.
Oh dear. Well, Scout taking a little bit of damage here is Cuz looking for an option here. Cease and desist onto Sponge. Let's see whether they can actually get the kill now, as Lahen's in a little bit of trouble as well. Good sidestep there from Sponge, but he's still going to go down. That's a kill over to Aiming. That's good news for KT, as the Rift Herald has now spawned, and there's no jungler on the side of Nongshim.
This is the second example of their ability to pick working out here, and it's at a great timing right before this Herald for them to be able to start this one up. Lahen's does have ultimate here. Scout has his in just a few seconds. I don't know really what angle he's going to be able to find. It's going to have to be Lahen's that sets this up.
Let's see what they can conservative. Do. 8 seconds as there's the hook onto Lahen's, but that is not the target they're looking for. Realm Warp is going to get interrupted as BDD looks for the angle there, but now Cuz needs to get back here and actually smite this Rift Herald. Does actually manage to pick it up, grabs the eye, and out they go. So all in a day's work here for KT, nothing to see. Before, have a lot of good ways of just killing Taeyeon. And right now, they need to just kill Taeyeon.
I think they're planning on it.
That is the guy that they need to take down.
Teamfight Herald.
Yeah. Let's see whether he can make that one work, as the Pop Blossom not exactly doing too much here, but Lahen's is able to buy a whole lot of space, and there is that soul point. They take down Lahen's. Let's see whether this team fight is actually going to work out here, though, as Kingen goes into that front line. Scout is shoved back. Kingen running amok, but he is still just dead, and it's a double kill now for Aiming, trying to get back into Gold King status, and Shelly is still involved. She's wandering around in this team fight.
Crystalline overgrowth on this turret.
Yeah, they're going to do a lot of work here, as the Seismic Shove is a little bit cute, but doesn't do too much of anything at all. Down will go perfect. That's another kill over to Taeyeon. It's Cuz with that Bolt Breaker trying to get some work done, and now Taeyeon feels like it's his time to shine, but he goes down so low. The flash forward from BDD, looks for the kill. He has the barrier though, and Taeyeon flashes out of the way. Aiming is crazy, and he's just not crazy enough, as Cuz gets a big old shield, but he's still going to go down, and that is the ace. They needed to kill Taeyeon, and they did not kill Taeyeon.
And again, the turret is still active. It is still aggroed. And Aiming, he cannot actually take out this Yunara despite his best attempts here. And then BDD goes for the flash as well, looking for this play, and then he just presses barrier and says, no, I have items, you don't.
My God, that was ridiculous.
He just has enough mana as well to make that play work.
And I was looking at it, I was like, where was the public execution in that fight? Well, it just wasn't anywhere. On the Mirror Mana, is now wandering back to lane. So at least he's now a real champion, right? Like he's got the 2-item spike that we often talk about. As Polo moving over, Scout comes down. Here is the man drop from the Pantheon as depth charge comes on in. Hands with the Pop Blossom, connects it onto everyone as BDD gets a big old shield. Is going to be the first one to go down as Polo taken out next. And Perfect, he's like, yeah, no, I'd prefer not to. Let's just get out of here. And look, he's not going to be allowed to.
Doesn't have flash for a few more seconds. I don't think it saves him anyways. Could just try to buy time. Yeah, you know, we talk about tempo vibes a lot.
Yeah.
We don't talk about tempo as much because it was an old caster buzzword that people really didn't like, so people stopped using it. In this play on the bottom side, KT think they have tempo. They absolutely do not. They're down on numbers. The rotation is way faster for Nongshim composition, but I think this Nautilus pick was really the one that we're going to be talking about the most. It just really gave too much agency in the lane and has not been able to find anything. After the scuttle expires here for KT, I think they're just going to have to watch it burn.
Well, they are trying to move into the area, but Perfect doesn't have teleport. He's walking up as fast as he can, but this Baron is just gone.
Sorry, they wish they could watch it burn.
Yeah, KT are a little bit too late as there's the delivery of the Pantheon and the Aatrox into the backline. Kingen buying so much space. He may go down, but I don't know whether it's going to be enough to actually save the fight here for KT. As aiming was frontlining and BDD is now alone trying to deal with this menace of a Nongshim composition. Taeyeon grabs a double. That is an ace in trade for just an Aatrox, and I think it is just time to go to a game 2. KT just rolled over here in game number 1.
Absolutely absurd. The impact this bottom lane had into the Nautilus.
Yeah.
I think we're probably going to see Ghost subbed in game 2, and part of that's Paulo's performance, but part of it is just because they just generally do that for some reason. Like, laugh at this idea.
Yeah, he's going to end the work.
I don't think this tells us anything about how the rest of the series is going to go. It does tell us, however, that with bot prio and KT opting to some interesting aggressive team fights early, especially that one in the river, you know, this comp isn't going to work. I just think we go back to the drawing board for game number 2. I think KT fans shouldn't think, well, this is going to be a 0-3 for us after this one, but certainly going to be a 0-1.
It's certainly that, as there's a Pop Blossom onto 2. Down goes BDD to start this one off, as I think Lehens, he's a man true to his word. He said that he was going to kill BDD. I think that one counts, even if he didn't get the last hit. As aiming trying to get a couple of kills back here, Cuz does manage to take down the Inara, but like we said, there's plenty of carry left on this team, and it's a triple here for Scout. 6-1
Look at their score
13.
lines.
Absolutely revolting.
Same
In fact,
score line.
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
And it's, they finally got Taeyeon, but it's Taeyeon for Nexus Atlas.
Yeah, and it's not a trade that you really want to take here as KT. 7,000, by the way, was the Rebel Baron power play there for Nongshim.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.